in here. Because you know, when we want to know something, we can look in a book, right? Books tell us all kinds of things.
Yeah. Actually, I saw it.
So before we read it, let's look at, well, let me find it. Here's the pyramid. And remember, it says, this is a Mayan pyramid.
How far is that?
This is a Mayan pyramid named Kukulkan.
How far is that?
How long is the wall? We're going to find that out in the book. Hold on just a second. Right? Because when you want to know something, where do you find it? You can find it in a book.
In the story?
Can you think of any other places that we might find things?
Like you can find it at, I found Godzilla McDonald's at Forest.
You did?
Oh yeah, a big one. It was 20-foot big.
But let's say we want to know, let's say we want to know the names of the people who carved out this mountain. Where could we find that?
All the way
Where could we look that up at?
in the screen.
We could look it up in the screen, but what is the screen?
The screen shows you anything.
It's a computer, right? So we could look on the computer, we could look in a book. That's where we find those things. In the forest. You could find things in the forest, you're right. All right, so the title of the book is Giants Made by People. And the author is Pam Schiller. And remember, the reason that we're reading the book is because, what's in it? Things that are big or giant or gigantic or enormous. All right, here we go. You ready? With strong hands and clever minds, with imagination and determination, people have built wonderful things. Small things, large things, and giant things. This is a book about giants made by people.
They're making like a fort. They're like making a city on Florida.
You think they're making a city?
Yeah.
Anybody else have any ideas? What do you think they're making?
Like the doctor or something? That's a duck. A dumper for a dump truck? Like a doctor truck.
A dumper for dump trucks?
Yeah.
Maybe they are.
A tow truck. And then put the you know that doctor place like someone else with that doctor and it was 20 years ago.
Awesome. Oh, here we go. We're going to find out the answer to Mason's question. What was the question that you asked earlier?
How long does it take to get there?
How long? Let's see. It says facts. It's very difficult to read the big books. The Great Wall of China was built to protect China from its enemies. It was built over 2,000 years ago and is over 5,000 miles long. The wall was built one rock at a time. How many rocks do you think are in that wall?
A million.
A million? Mason, do you have a guess? You think it's 14? 6?
No, there's like 2,000.
2,000? I think those are all good guesses. Let's see if it tells us. This Mayan pyramid is called Kukulkan. It is in the Sichuan Itza, Mexico. It was built long ago. It is 90 feet high. 90 feet! It must be 90 long. You are right. It says that it is based on a year. A year has 365 days. Oh, now we're going to read about giants of the past. What's the past?
A giant. If you pass something, then it's past. In a book. Yes.
It's already happened. Right? It's in the past. This picture right here, see the really tall?
Oh, God.
That is the Washington Monument. It was built in honor of George Washington. And we talked about George Washington yesterday, remember? What did we say? He's the president. He was the very first president of the United States. And did you know that his wife's name was Martha?
What the?
I know. Martha Washington.
What the?
It says that this monument is 555 feet above the ground.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
So which one is bigger? Our pyramid was 90 feet, and the Washington Monument is 555 feet. Which one is bigger? The one with the water, the Washington Monument. You're exactly right. Liam, turn around, please. Mount Rushmore. This is Mount Rushmore. These are presidents' faces carved in the side of a mountain. How many presidents are on there?
4, 5 or something. 5. That's what 4 years for those to build.
You think so? Let's see if it tells us how long it took. Liam, you need to turn around, please. Mount Rushmore is in South Dakota. It commemorates 4 notable American presidents. It took 14 years and 400 workers to create the 600-foot monument. Uh-oh. It's another measurement. So we talked about we talked about the pyramid being, how tall? Do you remember?
Yeah. Really tall.
90 feet. And then we talked about the Washington Monument being 555 feet. Now they're telling us that Mount Rushmore is 600 feet tall. So which one's bigger?
The middle one. Hey, Mr.
Is it the Washington Monument or George the Mount Rushmore? Mount Rushmore, you're exactly right, because 600 is more than 555. What's this one called?
Ferris wheel.
A Ferris wheel. You're exactly right. Have you ever been on a Ferris wheel?
I have been on that. I'm not scared of roller coaster.
Where would you find a Ferris wheel?
At a fair.
At a fair? Any place else that you can think of?
At the park.
Maybe at the park. Some parks might have them. And how do you think you would feel when you were in one of these chairs and you got all the way to the top?
Oh, I'll be so scared.
Would you be scared?
I won't. I just fell out.
I tell you, when I get to the top, there's a part of me that feels scared and a part of me that feels excited.
I scream when I get to the top.
You do?
Yeah.
You like the roller coaster? You do? Hold on, guys. Listen, it's Catherine's turn to talk. Catherine, why do you like the Ferris wheel better than the roller coaster? You think the roller coaster is a little bit scary? But Mason said that he thinks that the Ferris wheel is scary.
I like the roller coaster.
You like the roller coaster better. Why? It does look awesome and fun. Isn't that cool? Yep, it could happen. It could happen. All right, let's see. The tallest roller coaster is 425 feet tall. 425 feet. And roller coasters run on momentum. They do not have motors. The Ferris wheel was invented over 100 years ago. The ride is named after the man who invented it. And sometimes Ferris wheels are called observation wheels. What does observation mean?
Actually, they have a wheel inside of it.
It does look like there's a wheel inside of it.
Because
It is a Ferris wheel. But what does observation mean? What does observation mean? I'm observing you right now. What am I doing? I'm observing you right now. What am I doing? I'm looking at you. Right? So why do you think they would call this an observation wheel?
Because it's a bigger wheel. It looks like a wheel.
And when you get to the top, what could you see?
A sky. Sky
You
and
can see the
trees.
sky.
Trees.
What kind of things do you think would be down below?
I love grass and some little bitty trees. And
Now yesterday, hold on, we talked about momentum yesterday, remember? We talked about momentum and that a roller coaster does not have a motor. So they have this chain that does have a motor attached to it that pulls the roller coaster up the hill. And it goes. But once it gets to the top, there's no more clicking. Gravity, that's what pulls you down to the earth. Gravity pulls it down the hill, and then the momentum that it gets